Hey guys, what's up? A lot of you are wondering, what the heck am I doing in this weird looking Roblox copy thingy-majig? And by the way guys, for most of you developers out there, you will know what this is. For you guys who are not developers or are looking to become developers, well, this is called Roblox Studio. This is where everybody makes their games. Whether that be Rivals, Bed Wars, or some of the most popular games, they've all been made inside of this studio. So, what you're going to do first, assuming that you're coming here to make your first game, because while either it popped up because I'm your favorite YouTuber, thank you for that, or it popped up because you searched for it. So if you searched for it, congrats, you are looking to become a developer, and that is a great thing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this lock tool and click on the base plate. That will unlock it, allowing us to drag it around. But we're going to go ahead and tap on scale. So you have these tools up here. Move, of course, move. Scale is to make it bigger or smaller. And then select is just simply select and drag it. And then rotate, of course, self-explanatory, it's to rotate it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you guys want me to create more Rivals videos, let me know. Probably going to be taking a break from Rivals, considering their matchmaking system is way too screwed up right now, and there are way too many hackers that are using accounts that are intentionally 14 days or older because they want to play ranked. So I don't understand why it would be 14 days or older. They should make it like 3 months or older, but whatever. So yeah, what we're going to do is, assuming you're going to make your first obby, you want to make your first obby now, sorry, can't really speak right now. You're going to press and hold control. That will basically allow you to scale from both sides by dragging one side. If you don't press and hold all or control or command, whatever you're on, Mac or PC, you can only drag one side. So now that we're done doing that, we can press control and drag it down to this. We're going to make the obby about this and like this. And then we're also going to make it a bit thicker. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to add 3 checkpoints. You can add however many checkpoints you want. So yeah. By the way, guys, useful tool. Roblox does not measure in inches, nor does it measure in meters or anything. It measures in studs. So whenever I'm talking about studs, each one of these little blocks right here are a stud. So if I wanted to make this one stud bigger, I would go till the end of this block. I have my movement. If you guys are wondering why I can move this so like smoothly, it's because I have my move set to 0.25, which means that every time that I drag this, it goes by an increment of 0.25 studs. So if I actually turn off move, it will not go by an increment, and it will just adjust depending on how you want it. So I'm going to keep it as 0.25 studs. That's why I recommend that you guys do too. It's a lot easier to build and still be able to keep track of how large your objects are. Why do I keep on saying those sentences? But yeah, I'm going to make the spawn points relatively small. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So boom. Now there are only 4 studs by 4 studs. And we can also go ahead and remove this and make these green. So you don't need to make these green. I want to make these green. There we go. And then I'm also going to make these neon. So you can change the material by going to properties, material. Your properties tab probably isn't going to be over here. You're probably going to have toolbox over here. You can drag the properties tab wherever you want. I would recommend dragging it over here and turning off the toolbox because that just makes you look dumb. It doesn't make you look dumb, sorry, but it does make you look like you don't actually know too much about what you're doing because there are a lot of free models there. If you guys don't know what free models are, they're basically models that somebody made that are free. So, yeah, we're not going to use those, so you can just go ahead and set up your things like this or however you want. But yeah, now that we have the checkpoints, we're going to extend this by just one stud, or one stud. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to move these. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until I finish moving all these. Until I finish moving all these. Alright guys, so now that we're done with this, we can start our obby. You can add however many checkpoints you want. If you want that many, you can have that many. If you want more, you just duplicate this row and add more simply by just selecting all of them, pressing Control D or Command D, and dragging them out. So yeah. Now that we have that done, we are going to start creating the obby. So if you want, you can have your checkpoints however long you want. What I like to do is I like to start building the obby on this base plate, and then at the end, I just adjust the base plate to do this. But for now, I'm going to do it a little bit differently so it's a little bit easier for you guys. So you're just going to extend this to however long you want. I'm going to do about that long. And then also I'm going to... There we go. So now that that's about that long, we are going to add, I'm going to duplicate this faceplate, and I'm going to rename it to part, just so we don't get confused, or highlight part. And I'm also going to show you at the end what we're going to do. So we're going to press Control-Alt-G to group this inside of a folder. If you don't know what the difference between a folder and a regular group is, a model or a regular group is basically you'll be able to drag all of them around at once. A actual folder group is going to be, let me see, you can actually, they're going to be organized like that, but you can actually move one at a time. That's why I like folder groups a lot better, unless you're actually trying to build a model of like a humongous building and you need to move everything at the same time. It's a lot easier. So yeah, we're going to use this, and we're going to name it highlight part, and then we're going to put it, we're going to set it to a little bit of a yellowish orange. Set it a bit dark, and then we're going to make it neon, or no, we're going to make it metal. Then, oh, whoops, there we go. Nope, not metal, we're going to make it neon. That would be a lot more aesthetically pleasing at least. There we go, and we're going to remove the texture. So that will make it about this big, and then we're going to turn on the reflectance to maximum and make it a little bit lighter so it's actually neon. Boom. So now that we've got this started, we're going to copy this, and what you're going to do is you're going to boom, move this back, and we're going to also, so once we do this, we're going to kind of make the little base plate, duplicate this, and rotate it. There we go. Then we're going to move it over here, and you get where I'm getting at. We're just going to kind of make it fit. So once you do that, you can just kind of fix this to be perfect to your liking. As you see, there might be like a little tiny thing right there that you can easily fix by just using 0.125 studs, and then boom. So sometimes you'll need to adjust the amount of studs that you're working or moving by, but it's perfectly fine. You don't need to worry about that. There's no set of studs that is the best for you. It just depends on what you're trying to do. So now that we've done that, we're going to duplicate this by pressing Control-D, and then we're gonna, then we're gonna drag it up about this big. And don't worry about changing the color. We're just gonna set the transparency to 1. This will make it so that it's an invisible wall. Nobody will be able to pass it, and there we go. Boom, and then we're going to duplicate it, drag it like this, and then drag it to the side. So boom, that is your checkpoint. This is where your spawn is. You're going to go ahead and select all of this, so literally just drag and drop all of this. And then we're going to actually name this spawns. Then just drag all of this, press Control-Alt-G, and boom. Now it's a folder, and now you can move it wherever you want, and it's all good together. So now that we've done that, we're going to take the base plate part and, whoops. Boom. I like the base plate's texture for my game, so we're going to do that. Next, we're going to take a base plate part, and we're just going to drag it like this so it's easier to build the obby on top of it. So now you're going to actually start building the bricks. So now is the coating part. So we're going to take one part, so you're going to actually adjust the color and everything that you want. So I'm going to set it to this. No, actually, I'm going to set it to a little bit of a reddish color, and then the material we're going to set to neon. This will obviously indicate that the color is not to be touched. That is pretty obvious. You don't touch red things. That's just common sense, at least to me, to my whatever I'm thinking. Don't actually take my word for it. But yeah, we're going to take this, and we're going to name it kill part. And then inside of this kill part, we're going to put a script. This script will have the actual thing. So we're going to do local function. So a function, so local basically defines that it's a local variable or a function. Local function defines that it's a function, of course. And then we are going to name that function. The name comes after this. on touch, hit, and then we're going to do end, then local player equals hit dot parent local humanoid equals player colon find first child, which is a humanoid. Boom. So that actually, whoops. So that will actually find, so basically what this is doing is it's telling you the code that whatever touches this is going to be the parent of whatever touches this. So let's say my arm touches this. The parent is, my arm belongs to my body. So the parent would be my body. Then inside of my body, we're looking for a humanoid, which is the actual thing that defines all the specs of the player. So the humanoid is going to be find first child, which is a humanoid. So we're not actually looking for the name humanoid. We're looking for an object with the class of humanoid. That is what people get confused. If you want to look for something named humanoid, you would do find first child without the which is a, like this. So now we're going to do humanoid dot health equals 0. Then we're going to do script dot parent dot on touch. So script is this. The parent is the kill part. The parent of the kill part is the workspace. The workspace parent is the game. So you know, it just goes like that. So let's rename this to, really quickly, spawn area. Boom. All right, there we go. Got a little bit off topic there. Sorry, my OCD. So script.parent.touched connect. So when it's touched, it is going to connect to whatever you want it to connect to. So in this case, we're going to connect it to the function. So function, there we go. And then actually, I completely forgot. We don't even need to do that. We can just do this. And then hit. Boom. So that is our kill script. So we're going to bring this right here. We're going to play right here. Then when we touch this, we die, as you see. That's perfect. So now that we have our kill part, if you wanted to make this a little bit more advanced, you can go here, humanoid.health. Oh wait. No, let's not do that. That's going to be a little bit too confusing for you guys. If you want me to do a thing where like it just takes out, like it slowly damages you as long as you touch the part, then I'll do that in another video. So we're going to make this a little bit smaller. Boom. Now we're going to measure this. We're going to take it all the way to the side. I'll have my editor fast forward when I say to fast forward. Boom. So we're going to take this and we're going to make it 1 4x4 studs. So I'm going to take it, measure it out on the lines of this. Boom. So now we have our little kill part. This kill part, of course, will have, we're going to put it to the side. Then we're going to copy it. You already know where this is getting. So we're going to copy that. Make sure that there's no gaps in between, just so like we can measure it properly. So there shouldn't be gaps. That's good. And then on top of that, we're actually going to duplicate the kill part. We're going to name it regular part, or just step part. We're going to take out the script from it. And we are going to make it a neon type of green. There we go. That looks good. Hello? Oh, it was overlapping. Whoops. All right, step part, and we're going to take this, we're going to move it, and we're going to do like this. Boom. All right, so now we have this. Boom. So now that we have this, we can duplicate it and slide it to the side. And then duplicate it again after selecting all of them, slide to the side, select all of them again, and just continue sliding to the side until you finish this. So now we've done that. If you see that this is unaligned, there's no problem with that. All you need to do is select this, set it to the middle, so just do the best you can to set it to the middle. And also, it's not all the way on the ground. Oh yeah, it is. Right, perfect. So now we've done that, we're going to scale this, and we're going to make it a little bit just perfect enough to cover this. Perfect. So now that that's aligned, we're going to just take this and make it as long as you want. So just duplicate them using Control-D and slide them over like so. And then copy all of them. And I'm only going to do it about this long. In fact, actually not even that long. I'll delete the last row of these. Perfect. So now that that's done, and then duplicate it again after selecting all of them, slide to the side, select all of them again, and just continue sliding to the side until you finish this. So now we've done that. If you see that this is unaligned, there's no problem with that. All you need to do is select this, set it to the middle, so just do the best you can to set it to the middle. And also, it's not all the way on the ground. Oh yeah, it is. All right, perfect. So now we've done that, we're going to scale this, and we're going to make it a little bit just perfect enough to cover this. Perfect. So now that that's aligned, we're going to just take this and make it as long as you want. So just duplicate them using Control-D and slide them over like so. And then copy all of them. And I'm only going to do it about this long. In fact, actually not even that long. I'll delete the last row of these. Perfect. So now that that's done, we can actually move this. Perfect. So this is going to have, we're going to duplicate this, and we're going to kind of just move it a little bit, scale it so that it's, as you see, you can see the outline right here. It touches right here. Actually, it does not touch right there. I need to make it a little tiny bit smaller. Perfect. And just do that with both of them. And then also extend this line so it looks better. Perfect. All right, so now that we got that done, that level's done, we're going to make the little checkpoint spot. So once we do that, we're going to copy this little checkpoint. Boom. All right. All right, there we go. So we're going to duplicate all of that, bring it out here, group it, and then boom. So now we have that. This is our first level. So as you see, we can actually make it. If you want, you can make it a little bit harder so that they can't just fall off. But yeah, we can go ahead and do that. I'm going to make it so that they can't fall off, just so it's a little bit easier. Sorry, I didn't mean harder. I meant easier. So now that we have that, we are going to, let me check the properties of this really quickly. Enable, anchored, neutral, allow team change. No, all right, perfect. So now that we've done that, we're going to create the next level. This lobby is not going to have checkpoints. If you want me to put a checkpoint tutorial, just let me know, and I will put it gladly. So now that we've done that, we're going to, once again, select this level and get rid of that. And then we're going to duplicate it and move it over here. And if you're wondering why I'm duplicating it right now, it's because, if I actually get this and delete it really quickly. If you're wondering why I'm duplicating it instead of making another level, it's because we still need the kill parts for this level. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and delete almost all of these kill parts. And delete all of the, oh, whoops. And then delete all of the green parts. So we don't need those. Perfect. So we can delete them. And we can also delete almost all of these. I don't know why I didn't just copy this, so just copy this and put it over here. But yeah. So once we do that, we're going to copy this. I'm not going to extend it yet, so take this, make sure it's on the ground fully, unless it might glitch or something. So we're going to make a little step obby. So if you're wondering what a what one of these little maze obbies is, so we're going to take this, and we're going to make it like this. Then we're going to move it forward a little bit, just so it's just perfect like that. And then just duplicate it and scale it like this. And then do it again. So we're going to duplicate this, move it right here. Just make sure there's enough room for a player to be able to go into it without actually touching it. So we're going to have that. Then move this a little bit further. Perfect. All right. And then we're going to move this. I'm making a very simple one. You can add arrangements and everything if you need to or if you want to. So it can be like different arrangements of parts. There we go. Perfect. So now that we've got this done, we're going to actually just make it a little tiny bit longer. So just about that much longer. Perfect, and then we're actually going to rotate this. Done. All right, so now we're going to make sure that it's actually scaled properly. It looks like it's scaled properly, but it's not, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take all of these, and we're going to size them up just a little bit. In fact, actually, if you want to size them up easily without needing to do anything special, just do 10 studs and do that, and then just drag them up by 10 studs, so all of them are the exact same height. Or actually, if you want, I'll show you guys a little trick. Instead of setting that to 10 studs, you can simply select all of these, and then press Union, and then you can just size them up. And then, in fact, we're actually going to take all of these, and we're going to make them transparent. Now that they're a union, we can edit all of them at the exact same time, and we're actually going to add a highlight. So highlights, if you're wondering what they are, is like a little, just like it's like an outside highlight, kind of. It's literally just a highlight. So we're going to make them all transparent, then we're going to go into the highlight, we're going to turn on enabled, fill transparently, name highlight, always on top. Always on top, enabled, fill transparency, 0, outline transparency. Why is it not working, guys? So sometimes highlights don't work. I don't know why they're not working. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make this just perfectly transparent like this, and then we're going to make this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, it's working. It's working. It's just the transparency. So that's the highlight. That's just a cool little trick. You didn't actually need to do that, but that is just a little cool trick. So if you tap on this, you can actually turn off cast shadow. So if we go here, cast shadow, you can turn it off, and you see it's a lot easier to see through. So now we're going to do this. We're going to edit this. Perfect. If you guys are wondering why I did a little tiny bit, it's because I need to, boom, just a little bit of space for the checkpoint to be able to come into. So if you guys actually want to, you can take these, so that little checkpoint, and group it. That's perfect. So as I said, regular models are going to be able to do this. Why is this like this? That was weird. So yeah. So now that we have this, we're going to edit it, make it fit perfectly. Perfect. I say perfect way too much. You can see there's like a little tiny gap here, it looks like, but there's not actually. It looks like there is, but there's not. So now we're going to edit this. We're going to move it. So scale it. We're actually going to do what I said earlier and make these two a union so we can just scale them together. And then we're going to take this, move it, and this is going to be our last stage right here. Boom. And then for the last stage, what we're going to do is, this is going to be the hardest one. So we're going to make the infamous changing platforms one. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be the kill part, of course. But there's a little twist to this one. So if you guys want me to show you how to make it randomized later, I will. But for now, this is going to be completely unrandomized. If you want to see randomized ones, just check out my game linked in the description. The very simple, boring one. And yeah, this is basically what it's going to be. So you're going to drag these to just fit perfectly. Just about like that. So 1 stud, or 4 studs, sorry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make them a little tiny bit long. So boom. Boom. And boom. Alright, now that we've done that, we're going to edit this and make it centered. Alright, so now that it's centered, what we're going to do is we're going to change the colors. You don't need to change the colors, but I'll just go ahead and change all of them to be fast. I'll have my editor fast forward for you. Alright, there we go. So we can fast forward for you. Alright, there we go. So we can go ahead and take all these parts, select them, and what we're going to do is you're going to choose one of these. So we're going to select all of them, turn off Can Collide, so all of them will be able, you'll just fall right through them, and then select one random one to have Can Collide on. So now that you've done that, we're going to copy all of these, And in fact, actually, we need to copy this. And what we're going to do is we're going to move it right here. And this time, we are going to ungroup it. And all of these, we're going to make them a union. So that will take away the texture, but it's all fine. Now we are going to make this a platform. So boom. Just make it perfectly aligned. There we go. Now we're going to move all of these, duplicate them, turn them like this. And we're going to have 3 stages of that, and then we can delete the last little checkpoint. Whoops. All right, there we go. So now that we've done that, we're going to copy this checkpoint, bring it over here. Boom, and now we're going to select the ones that did have the can collide on, and we're going to turn them off, and then select the random ones. So I'm going to select pink, and I'm going to select red. There we go. And now at the final platform, we want them to have some kind of reward, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little badge. If you don't know how to do that, I will teach you right now. You are going to publish your game. So YT tutorial. Wait, tutorial. Oh my god, I can't spell. There we go. Turn off team create because we don't need that right now. And we're going to press create game. So once you have that published, if you're wondering how I did that, you just press Control S to save and it'll do that. So now you're going to go to game settings, go to monetization, go to badges, and it's going to take you right here. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that. My experience is, oh, I'm under the wrong account. Whoops. So once you're into your account, let me switch over here. We're going to go back to creations, reset, boom, YT tutorial. So now we're going to go to badges. Remember, you get 5 free badges a day. Then after those free badges, you need to pay 100 Robux. You can make 5 free per day per game, and then that's all. So you can see it right here. So then we're going to make U1 the obby, and then you're just going to select a random file for it. So I'm going to just add random PFP. That's like the first GFX I've ever made. Don't laugh at me, please. So yeah. Now you're going to press this. Copy asset ID. I keep on burping. And now that we've done that, what we're going to do is inside of this model, go to the base plate, texture, we're going to add a script. So in that script, you're going to do local service equals game : get service. Oops, not get children, get service. And then we're going to do badge service. So local badge equals, and we're going to paste in the ID. And then we're going to do script.parent.touch. This is what we talked about, : connect function. If function, if other part, no, actually, I'm going to rename this to hit. I like to rename it to hit. It's a lot easier to type and remember. So if hit.parent and hit.parent : find first child, which is a humanoid. Then we are going to do service : award badge, and then the user ID. We're going to get the hit.parent. We're going to do game.players : find first child, which is get player from character. Sorry, I completely did that wrong. And then we're going to do hit.parent. And then the badge ID will be badge. So now, not 100% sure that'll work. I'm just a little bit skeptical about that. So we play right here. I'm just gonna play. We're gonna spawn right here. Unable to cast instance to int64. Get player from character. Whoops, sorry. User ID. Most of you developers that already have played games and are watching this to see my skill. See, there we go. You won the obby. You got that badge now, and these things fell. So if you don't want these things to fall like that, all you need to do is go right here, select all of this, press anchor. And then boom, you have your obby now. So press play, invite some friends to join the fun. If you want to invite friends, that's embarrassing. All right. So obviously, if you have that problem, there is a very easy solution to that. So what you're going to do is, instead of having this, we're going to scale these down. So I'm going to have my editor kind of just move through that. All right, there we go. So now that it is almost done, we can... Where is it? There we go. So now that it's almost done, we can go ahead and scale these up to the end, and then take this part right over here and move it over to the end. So then once you do that, boom, your obby is finished. You have made your first game. Congratulations. So we are going to go ahead and test it out from the beginning now that it is done. So we're just going to press play. We're going to spawn at a random spawn point. As you see, you can't walk out of the bounds. This is, there we go, a little bit easy. So there we go. We can run through these. Make sure that you don't touch the walls, because if you touch the walls, you die. There we go. I'm a pro at this. I'm a pro. Why aren't these killing me? Ah! Whoops. Well, that was a fail. Yeah, let me... Why did I... Okay. So, as you see, those are not working, these. So, why are they not working? You probably already noticed when we unionized them, the script went out of them. So, yeah, that's awesome. What we're going to do is we're just going to press Control-D to duplicate the script and drop it into the union. So, now that we've got that, we can go back into the game and test it out. We can see these are pretty easy to complete. And then I'm such a pro. Look at this, and I just died. So now if you want to actually do this a lot easier, you can do this. My sensitivity is way too high. Oh! Yeah, this is a lot harder than it seems, honestly, because, well, as you know, your hitbox is a tiny bit bigger than your actual avatar. Belle, stop, baby. Sorry, my dog is whining her booty off. Look at this, I'm such a pro. Look at this, such a pro. Oh, wait, I can just take a shortcut. Ah, no, I can't. Bruh. Alright, look at this. That was so cringy. So, obviously, you can't do this anymore. Roblox, fix that. You can do that. Okay. So, if you guys want to fix that error, I'll show you how in a sooner video later. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this tutorial. If you want me to keep on doing things like this, let me know, and I'll do it. So, yeah, that's how you make your first game. I will leave the Roblox link for this actual game in the description, so I'm going to go ahead and press Save to File. And I will go here. Lithium. Oh, just FYI, because I do have a lot. I'm a programmer, so I do a lot of programming. This is not a hack or anything. That is actually just something that I made. Well, actually, I'm incorrect. It is a hack, but it's a hack that I made, and it's not for Roblox, so don't blame me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and we're going to do YT tutorial 1, and then it's gonna save that. So now that that's done, we are going to invite our friends to our game. So to be able to make this public, you just tap on this, press game settings, tap on public or friends if you only want friends to play, and then do that. And boom, now you can press copy link, share it with your friends. Your link is officially public to the public. Wait, what? Yeah, you know what I meant. So yeah, that's how you make it. And if you want to enable private servers for some weird reason, all you need to do is go here to settings. Where's game settings? You press on home, you go to game settings, you go to monetization, turn on private servers, turn on free or paid, whichever one you want, and press save. You will only do paid if you are a psychopath, by the way. Just facts. So yeah, that is good. You made your first obby. Congratulations, and let me know if you want more videos like this. See ya!